What's going on, everybody? Crazy world in crypto, right? Yes. Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash, all the drama, whoop-de-doo. That's not what I'm going to be talking about here, as you can see in the title. So, just wanted to let you know that I was aware of all this stuff, of course, but come on. Okay, so this video, I wanted to talk about cryptocurrency in a way that people aren't talking about it that much right now. So, of course, you always hear of people talking about cryptocurrency from the technological side of things and also the investment side of things. It's either one of those, which, most people are in it for those reasons. Probably the majority of people are in crypto to make money. I mean, obviously. But the technology is still important, and not just for computer nerds, but for humanity as a whole. So, what is it about cryptocurrency that can change humanity? Why did cryptocurrency come to be in the first place in 2009? Why did all of a sudden cryptocurrency come out of nowhere, basically? Good old Satoshi Nakamoto. Shout out to him. Yeah, he lives next door. Just kidding. Yeah, so I wanted to share with you guys a message that I received, which talks about what I'm saying here. So let me just go ahead and switch over to that, and I'll read it to you. All right, I'm back. Just a little smaller. So what I have pulled up here is the message that I received, and I'm going to go ahead and read it to you. Afterwards, I'll talk about a few key points that stood out to me. So here we go. There is a change going on in many domains of life at the moment as a result in the shift of energies from negative to positive. This inevitably will work its way through to change in the political and financial structures of a number of countries as negative influences are cast out, to be replaced by positive influences. So, experiments are being carried out to see which new type of currencies can be introduced to replace the existing ones. The financial decisions have not yet been reached, and we do not like to speculate. There is a tug of war being carried out between those who wish to retain existing methods and those trying to promote a new, more egalitarian system. This tug of war will go on for some time yet until the mechanism for a smooth transition is put into place. But as far as we can see into the future, a change in the financial structure will occur. Just when that change will be introduced is unclear, as is also just what type of financial structure will be introduced. All right. So, first thing that sticks out to me here is the whole shift of energy from negative to positive. Now, we can also see the tug of war that is going on today between the old system, say the bankers, a lot of politicians, regulators, just people, in their old people who say that, I only own gold and Bitcoin is a scam, and, those type of people, which, I can understand why they think the way they do. It's, the world's been that way for so long now. So imagine how hard it must be to change. There's a learning curve there. So we do see that tug of war happening right before our eyes. So the thing that really, really stands out to me is this right here. This tug of war will continue. It's going to continue to go on until there's a mechanism for a smooth transition. That right there is key. Whether this message is valid to you or not, I've left out where I received this message just because it's my personal source. But I can assure you, it's in good faith. It's a reliable source. So, this right here is key for making cryptocurrencies part of our world in the mainstream. So, for example, we could have a Bitcoin, or we could have Bitcoin fix all of its scaling issues, which right now, even if everybody wanted to use Bitcoin, it just can't process fast enough. Like today, right now, I'm waiting on, confirmations of some Bitcoin I'm supposed to receive, and the system's clogged today. So Anyway, I think that those problems, those are technical issues, that will work itself out in the future. Okay, let's just imagine we have all those issues worked out. Bitcoin, it can process more transactions than Visa. So now we have this really good product, but people are still in the old system. People aren't going to just drop what they have now just because some other thing exists, because there's too big of a learning curve in cryptocurrency. You know, we have our wallet addresses that can very easily be messed up, sending to the wrong address. There's just a small learning curve. Now, I know to a lot of people probably watching this, you're going to say it's easy and all, because it's like once you know how to do something, yeah, it's easy. But I'm trying to see, how do we get people who never heard of this stuff? Because I ask people on the streets, do you know cryptocurrency? They say no, and I say, well, you've heard of Bitcoin, right? And they say no, and I'm like, oh, Jesus. Because in my world, in our community here, I mean, you kind of forget that most people still don't know about this, and that's true. Go out and ask people; you'll see for yourself. So, what needs to happen? Somebody or something needs to be put in place to where the average person can transition from the old system and into this new system without being labeled as some enthusiast, or like how we are in this community. We're pro crypto, and we know how to use it because we're into it. It's a subject that we enjoy. We need to find out how to take regular, I don't want to say regular, just people who aren't into this, say, a librarian, or, just someone who's not into the investing world, period. How do we transition the entire system smoothly to where they almost don't even notice, where they just become part of it and accept it, and they can use it from day one? Even if Bitcoin or any other coin sorts out its scaling issues, if we don't have a mechanism to transition from the current banking system, the current power structures of the world, if we cannot get people on board with the new system, if there's not even a mechanism, a bridge to cross, then it's never going to happen. And I don't want to see that. So we need to start thinking about this now, because I want the world to be a better place, and cryptocurrency is one experiment. It's one potential way to make the world a better place. Now, if you believe there is a shift in energy from positive or from negative to positive, then obviously it's not going to just affect the financial system. It's going to affect pretty much everything across the board. But I personally am very into finance. It's kind of my corner. And same with you guys, because that's why you're watching this. So we all need, if we want to see change, we need to answer these questions. And maybe on this channel, I'm not going to provide a technical solution to that, because that's not really my thing. But what I'm trying to do here is get the message out. I'm trying to see if somebody else can think about this that's probably a little bit more tech savvy than I am, or I just want to get it out there. Okay? I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut it off. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. Please, write some comments down below. Tell me how crazy I am, whatever. Just do what you do. You won't hurt my feelings one bit. Just let me know, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, bye.